I'm just going to quickly take the opportunity to show you various ways that you can access the Real program for parents. So you can simply Google Real and Oak Hill and it will actually take you to the website. You can use the landing page, which is home.oakhill.newsouthwales.edu.au, which is what your students will have as their homepage for Chrome. Here's the access. You can download it as an extension, so one of your Google Chrome apps, through the Chrome Web Store, or you can actually enter via the parent portal. There is a link to the website. But essentially for parents, we'd like you to use the parent login. You don't have to sign in, but the tools that are in here are your parts of the website. You'll notice that we have a feed, which is our Instagram feed. Our Year 8 now, Real program students are given access to make evidence of their learning. So there's a few students who are part of that program who have supervision to be able to record in either photographs or video some of the learning that goes on. So things like Year 7 camp, for example, this year, the Year 7 students who want to be part of the media crew will be able to access that as a group, and they'll be able to take photos while they're on camp so parents can be a part of the process. It's supposed to allow parents to see what's going on daily as a part of their son's Oak Hill experience. But things that you should be aware of within the website are the subject pages. So for Year 7, every subject will include a lesson scope and sequence. So in the case of a subject like English, you will see a lesson by lesson scope and sequence, and it outlines what will happen in every lesson. It outlines the outcomes from the syllabus. It tells students what they need for the day, and it takes them to a worksheet. Parents can click on those links and it gives them view-only access of those documents. Students actually get the documents pushed out into their Google Drive for them. So any of the resources that are used will be a part of this scope and sequence. Like I said, English, for example, is lesson by lesson, but if I show you a subject like geography, you'll notice that it's actually set out in weeks, and they have big guiding questions, probably less of the lesson by lesson kind of activities, but again the tasks are all hyperlinked in to the resource scope and sequence. On every page for each subject you'll also see important links to that subject, and at the start of every unit the assessment task or notification. Also within the website for parents, you'll have access to contacts for staff. Now, these are currently being updated for 2015, but you will be able to click straight on that link and it will take you to the photograph of the relevant staff working in the program. And if you click straight on that photo, it will allow you to email those contacts. But again, they're currently being updated, so give that a couple of weeks and we should be ready to go. In the curriculum section, you'll find the Year 7 assessment booklet that you can download as a PDF. It also allows you to find out what happens if you're away for an in-class assessment task or a hand-in assessment task. There's a little infographic that students and parents can follow. But most importantly for parents is the access to their son's Google Drive through the Hapara parent portal. So once you click onto the Hapara parent portal access, you'll put in your son's username, which for you guys will be 14, the year that they started Oak Hill, or 15, sorry, the year that they started Oak Hill, and their surname, and the student ID number, which you can find via the parent portal. You can find it on your son's student ID card when it arrives, and on the timetable. So once you've actually entered into the parent portal, you'll see your son's Google Drive on the left-hand side here, and you'll note that for every subject he has a workspace and an e-portfolio. The workspace is where you'll see the day-to-day worksheets and evidence of learning, and the e-portfolio is where students will upload their assessment tasks or marked tasks, with feedback on them. And at the end of every unit, a folder will be created, or at the end of every term, with the students' work from the workspace, so that we can start fresh in the new unit or new term. So you'd simply click on that workspace and it will open up access to documents, and if you click on one of those, you'll see that you have read-only or view-only access to that document. Okay, so that's the parent portal in the website. Some things that you might like to be aware of in the website that your son has access to. So like you, he has the subjects and the curriculum. There's also access to the library and to Tools for Learning. We do a wellness survey, which will begin later on in the term. They have access to Tech Crew, so other students from Year 8 and students in Year 7 will be able to volunteer a little later on, but they can ask questions about IT. There's some links to some bullying help sites, and the Phone a Friend, which will begin at the end of Term 1, where the students can actually email Lasallian youth leaders who volunteer to put themselves forward as a help in a particular subject area that they think they're good at, and they will put forward some hours that they're available and that your son can contact them via email. All emails actually CC myself, the Coordinator of Innovative Learning, so that we can keep an eye on assessment tasks or problems that might be common throughout many students' experiences, and also to make sure that all students are supported in that environment. Students also have access to the contacts page, but like I said, it's being updated. So when that's ready, students will be able to contact their teachers individually in that way, again via their email account. At any stage, if you have any questions about the REAL program and how to use the tools that are there to make this a transparent and open and I guess a useful learning environment for the students and for parents, please feel free to contact either Mr. Tim Hildebrandt, the Assistant Principal Curriculum, or myself, Mrs. Melissa Carson, the Coordinator of Innovative Learning, and we can talk about any feedback or ideas that you have for the program or ways that you might want to become involved